think I'm live. All right, got my connection available. Real quick, just some top 15. I think I put 15 things you need going into this recession. Now, I hope my phone stays connected because I have the charger still connected with it. The top 15 things that you need going into this recession. Thank you for the digital love. Thank you for the digital love. So, I'm not saying these are in any order of importance, right? I'm just going by the list when I have quick time on my way to the gym. And so, with that being said, since I'm saying I'm on my way to the gym, if you have access to any type of sauna or steam room, and why I'm saying that, because a lot of 5G towers have been installed in cities and states, even rural areas as well. And with the radioactive waves, a lot of the air has been poisoned in a sense. And so you definitely want to have access to some type of steam for the air intake from the harmful effects of the 5G radioactive waves that's airborne now. So my sauna is like 136, 37 degrees. Of course, this is dry heat. So if you can have something of moist from just intake, because staying inside a house or a jail or any enclosed building still will not stop the penetration of the radioactive waves, right? And if you have a weak immune system, if you have access to a steam room or a sauna with high temperatures that will help build up any immune system and break down anything that your immune system might take in as a result of breathing it in, that will be helpful. So that's sauna, number one. Number two, oranges. Build your immune system. Oranges, number two, with number three, vitamin D3. Vitamin D3. So I have a bottle right here of vitamin D. I'm on my way to the gym, so I have to take it with me. And because radioactive waves also kill out any airborne insects such as birds and killer bees that pollinate plants and things. I just have some Allegra. I'm in the South, so this helps me 24-hour protection because plants are not getting pollinated. Bees are being killed off. You don't see many birds in the air as well because of that. So get you something for allergies as well, because here is highly populated. All right, so I think I don't know what number that is, but my next one is wheat. We're going to go back to biblical days, right? During the Joseph economy, when they were going through a recession, right? One of the exchanges that they had was wheat. So definitely, if you can get some wheat in your possession, you can stay fuller longer, right? It's healthy. Or rice definitely. If you don't have access to meat in the grocery stores, you definitely want wheat products, much as you can get. Rice is something that small proportions of it expand, right? Preferably brown rice, but small proportions of it, when cooked, expand. It can go a long way in feeding your family if you can't find any other products in the grocery store. So definitely rice, wheat, oranges, you can still have them to help build your immune system with this 5G, the radioactive waves now that's in the air. Sauna or a steam room if your gym is still open like my gym is. And vitamin D for building your immune system as well. And because of a lot of the bees and airborne, insects or animals like birds are also affected by the 5G radioactive waves, then pollen season will be really, really high which also may give you some additional upper respiratory infections as well, right? So definitely want something that's going to help you fight off, allergy symptoms with this highly pollinated, and the bees not being as increasing as number as they would be. So now we have physical money, right? Physical money, silver and gold. Banks keep, and JP Morgan, aka Chase Bank, just recently updated or released that they have purchased $1.5 million in physical silver, not ETFs, physical silver and gold, physical gold. If you can get physical silver and physical gold, because what's happening is the purchasing power of the dollar is declining or depreciating. Since the Federal Reserve was incorporated in the 1944, I think, the Federal Reserve was incorporated, the dollar has lost its purchasing power. Is now purchasing power is about 70 cents, whereas in 1944 it was $1, right? So in other words, today you will need $653 to be equivalent to a $100 bill, during that time. That's just how much the dollar has lost its purchasing power and is devaluing, right, of what it can purchase, and the power of what it can purchase. So you definitely want to have the currency that the banks have in their account, which is silver and gold. Banks keep silver and gold in particular because it's the only real asset that banks have that is not connected with a liability. And I'm gonna say that again because I think my phone is coming in and out. Silver and gold is the only real asset that banks have in their possession. It's the only real currency or money that banks have in their possession that is not connected with a liability or a debt. It's the only true asset. So if the banks have true physical and gold in their possession, you should as well, because as the dollar currency decreases its purchasing power and loses its value, silver and gold money, because a lot of people don't know that silver and gold is money, it's physical money, it's real money, increases in value. So right now, if you can't afford gold, which is about $1,500 an ounce, I highly recommend silver, which is about $13, $14 right now at spot price per ounce. Silver is gold is for kings, silver is for queens. Silver will actually give you a better or a higher return on your investment as far as percentage wise than gold. If the dollar, as the dollar is continuing to depreciate. So what happens is, if we enter into hyperinflation within the next weeks or months, meaning that you have the money, but you don't necessarily have the products to purchase, right? That the price in the products is extremely high because the availability of the products. And so that's when we enter hyperinflation. Some examples of hyperinflation is the cost of a loaf of bread maybe going from $2 to 40 cents to $6. A gallon of milk now being $8, whereas it's $2 to $3 a gallon. So those are examples of hyperinflation. So as silver pricing and gold increases, then you definitely want to be able to have those, because during recession, they will be announcing the prices of silver and gold as updated. And again, silver more so than gold, because silver is a commodity that's used. Gold is one that's held and hoarded, meaning that silver, you use it in your computers. You use silver for industrial purposes, so you definitely want those commodities. Okay. Other than that, you want ammunition. You want something to protect you, because if you are a person that have these commodities and other people don't, in times of crisis, people are not thinking rationally. So you definitely want some ammunition. You want water, right? You definitely want water. You want gardening tools. And if you can acquire land, you definitely want land, right? You definitely want land. And you also want seeds to grow crops and produce, right, on your own, in case the grocery stores do not have them available. I think I said oranges, sage, herbal sage is also good to help keep your immune system high and help you against these radioactive towers that are being put out across the United States. And you definitely land, wheat, silver, gold, ammunition. I don't know what this is. Ammunition. Okay, not. Land, gardening tools, seeds to grow your own food produce with, and a credit union. You definitely, because banks are running out of money and liquidity. The rich and the well-informed middle class are already starting to pull their cash out of banks, because banks are having limited withdrawals right now. So people are pulling their cash out of banks to convert them into these commodities: silver, gold, wheat, etc., etc., etc. So you definitely want to be a good part of a good credit union, right? I always highly recommend Navy Federal and PenFed if you have family member, that's already a member, because these credit unions and other credit unions lend. They always give the low interest rates, but they always are known to lend during time of recession and to keep credit cards and credit cards limits high, right? Banks are not known to do that during times of recession. So those are my, top 16 things. I'm running some errands. Make sure you got your water. And I'm actually going to wear this to the gym. Not because I'm trying to stop the spread of a quote-unquote virus, but it's just because I know that the air is more polluted from the 5G radioactive waves. So I'm getting more pure oxygen through my exercise, through my cardio, into my body system and into my blood cell to come back breathing and intaking bad radiation from 5G towers that has been distributed and installed throughout the United States. So I hope that helped you out. Tonight, I may do another live on 609 credit repair and recent updates of FICO 10 and FICO 10T that's coming in July. But right now, I gotta get in the post office, gotta mail some credit disputes off. So I hope this all help you. If you watch it at the end, make sure you go back and watch the replay.